Welcome back to the Quiet Car Podcast. It's your boy Money right here. Got JP on the other side of me right there. We are in episode 11. The goal is now 1,000. And we back at it again. A lot of stuff happened. A lot of stuff got stolen. And a lot of stuff is trickling down to not being what it is. But on today's The Usual Suspects card show review, also, we're going to talk about how the WNBA is fumbling that bag already, and it's only been 1 week of preseason games. They're already fucking up. Already. Wemby Rookie of the Year. Buy his cards now. He is here to stay. And also, Ant-Man is the new Michael Jordan. And Drake still won it all. So, anyway. Let's start the show right now. Yo, how was your week?
Yo, the weekend was great. So instead of going to a card show, I went to a video game show yet again. I went kind of looking for Pokemon. Since a lot of those shows are video game heavy, things like that, you've got a lot of sneaky plays as far as a lot of guys there know their numbers on video games. Mm-hmm. So when you approach them on Pokemon stuff, generally you get a bargain, man. And I'm not trying to teach everybody, all the greatest fishing spots, but realistically, you got to think it's not a heavy Pokemon show. So when you do find it, most likely they're not in love with it. I did not pick up as much as I really would have wanted to, but I did secure the bag on something that I kind of been looking for a hot minute. I actually had this game in a CBI graded version, and I actually picked up the game guide for it. And this comes with the posters.
And that is the Pokemon Emerald.
Pokemon Emerald, yes.
Everybody's on audio. Game Boy Advance.
Yeah, Game Boy Advance. It's the Nintendo Power. It's such an interesting piece that honestly, if it didn't move quickly, I would 100% grade it. Just for the nostalgia, just for it still comes with the posters. They're really hard to find. This one's been super loved. But yeah, man, it was a great show. It was super packed. I'm gonna say they had 400 or 500 people. I mean, it was really big. And it's about half the size of the room at like one of the flip trade shows. So, I mean, it's super cramped. But yeah, man, it was great, man. I saw a ton of stuff. I really wanted to spend money that I've been reserving for Texas coming up. And I'm like, man, I don't want to dump the bag now. But there was some cool stuff, man.
How much is that going for?
The guide?
Yeah. And you got it with the poster, right?
Yeah, it comes with the posters that are intact. $75 to $100. I mean, they're not crazy money, but I scored a really great deal. And here's another tip for the viewers: don't be afraid to carry a coin with you. I offered a price. He offered a different price. I said, let's flip a coin for it. I let dude flip the coin. I won the coin flip. Worked out great. You do have to realize this is a hobby of people who like to gamble and take a chance. Uh-huh. Don't be afraid to pull that coin out if you're between two numbers. A lot of guys will do a coin flip, man. So you went to the flip show. Was it Montgomery?
Yeah.
This weekend? How did that show turn out?
It wasn't good.
It wasn't good?
As in, like, Montgomery's like never good. I mean, of course, I'm gonna do what I do. But
now you were set up as a dealer because I was backpacking this show. I was not as set up as a dealer.
Yeah, so set up as a dealer in Montgomery is it's a lot of smoke and mirrors. A lot of people show up. The room be full packed, and they're not buying. And so they're not buying at all. And that's usually Montgomery. But only reason I went to Montgomery was because I had a couple of deals already lined up, and they wasn't going to Chattanooga nor Dothan. So I was like, I might as well just get down there and just sell some stuff. And I sold more stuff than I was intending to sell. But if you if you're a whatnoter or a repacker, that's a perfect show.
Oh, I'm
That
sure.
is
It
that
sounded like a great buying opportunity. Like,
yeah. If you're
while it
buying,
is fun to have a table set up, sometimes I hate being locked down, man. I'm just such a roamer. I like walking around. Like, I like feeling the vibes. You can find where a lot of guys go. You go to a sports table and they've got some Pokemon there. I know I can make a move on that because they're like, man, I
yep.
don't give a fuck about this shit. Like,
Hmm.
just get it off my table. Uh, but when you're locked in at a table, sometimes it's hard to see those deals because there's been a few times where it's like I buy something at one table, 10 tables over, I sell that same item, make a profit.
Well, and that's what Montgomery is. I think that's really about the only show I can really leave the table because it's not really, not really nothing going on. And so, but like I said, heavy buy-in. I almost bought. I almost bought. I didn't bring that much cash on me, but if I did, I probably would have bought a just loaded up on downtowns for
Oh
like
yeah.
national.
See, I'll be honest, man. It feels super obvious, but that feels like the play right now is downtowns, kabooms.
Yeah,
What's the baseball version? It's like My City or whatever. Like,
not my
it's
city
the
anymore.
same thing. Yeah,
No,
whatever. Um, that's the stuff. If you can pick those up right now, that's the inserts that are just liquid
yeah,
hot.
just crazy right now. So I was gonna get that for national, but other than that, I'm just it's just like I said. If you're buying heavy, that's the perfect show to go to. Just get in there and just offer stuff. I mean, like I said, old dude that runs the whatnot stuff, he was in there. I mean, I was seeing boxes because he usually gets all these boxes for whatnot, and he'll just park them like behind my table. And he was going through stuff. I mean, he was
You
buying
talking
like
about the white guy with the beard?
he had a beard. Yeah, with he always like had it
Yep.
like yeah the
Yeah, yeah,
shorter
yeah.
one.
Yeah. Super
Yeah.
nice guy. Yep.
Um so he and we was he'll show me some stuff. He was like, "Yo, look what I got! I can't believe I got this stuff." And I mean, people are just like giving stuff away. I mean, just like giving stuff away.
Listen, man, like when the market's down, it really is an opportunity for people. And a lot of people just they're afraid, and I get it, but like scared money doesn't make money, man. Like if you're not willing to put the effort and put the chance in there, what's the point of being around? Uh, which I don't know, man. It I think it's a great opportunity to buy right now. I think people are really afraid when like the volume's there. The numbers
Mhm.
don't look as pretty, but the volume
Yeah,
is there.
yeah. And the whole thing is, it's like, and that's my strategy on Dallas is that I'm just going to like just hit the dollar bins and just see if I get any like patch. I'm going out to like patch auto stuff and like bins and stuff. That's what I mean. Dallas is more of me of just like restocking for national and see where that's
Yeah.
at. That's it. I mean, then I mean if I move stuff, I move stuff, but it's not like I just got to see, and then on top of that, you can get a good feeling on how this Dallas show, the one in May, you can really get a good feeling on how the Nationals gonna do because that's
Yeah.
what
Kind of
people.
like getting a pulse on the hobby
Yeah, because
situation.
people go to Dallas. That's like the checkpoint right now. They all go to Dallas, and then you see what everybody's buying. You go to trade night, you start talking this and this, and then you got at least a month and a half to really start making moves for national. That's how
Yeah.
you play with Dallas. But
Yeah, I
so
figured I would approach it in a similar manner and just kind of, you know, ear to the ground.
yeah,
Who's the people that people are talking about? Who are they chasing? What are they chasing? Yeah, I mean, it feels like a solid play.
yeah. So that's what I'm just getting ready for that. Still just kind of I got to go to Louisville this weekend for a show.
Now, hold on. Did you have any pickups? Anything cool that you ran across while you were at the show this weekend?
Yeah, I sold everything.
Okay, so you were able to buy on site and flip on site as well.
Yeah, but I didn't really like get a lot. Um, yeah, I didn't really get a lot. I mean, I picked up some. I picked up, some graded like Bryce Young stuff. I had just kind of waiting. That I missed that Gardendale, and that's
Now
already
is
sold.
Bryce Young coming back? I
No,
mean,
Bryce
the
Young.
Alabama fan in me wants to go Roll Tide. Yes.
Bryce Young. I mean, for me, I'm picking up Bryce Young like crazy. I don't trust the organization.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. They're not putting anybody to like defend him. Like,
No,
there's nobody
but
out there. So I mean, it's like I don't want
my
to
whole
say it's like a
no,
hopeless cause, but it's like if they're not going to put the meat and potatoes there to like make it right, like it
my
doesn't
whole
matter
thing
how good you
is
are.
my whole thing is he's still low, and I'm thinking like, oh, maybe they'll wake up in 2 years and then really start putting stuff around him. But I mean, he's still low, so I'm getting Bryce Young stuff like super low, half the price. Half the price CJ Stroud stuff, and I mean, people buying Bryce Young. But like I said, but you know me, I'm at the Aiden O'Connell, so that's my main focus right now.
Now, what are your thoughts on this new unlicensed Topps Chrome? Have you've seen these cards, right?
Yeah, look, I'm not a fan of unlicensed stuff,
See, that's kind of been my whole bag for forever is the
but
unlicensed. Just, I mean, there's exceptions. Like I like the white T-shirt Steph Curry rookie. I like that, but it's the only option I have to like, right?
that stuff is. I thought that was it. I thought that's licensed though.
No, I think that was when the year they lost their licensing.
Okay, okay,
So, so I mean, 100%, 100%. I think it's going to have some level of nostalgia. It's going to have some level of sticking power. But my whole issue is going to be off the rip is price point. Like if
well,
we're getting
yeah,
if we're getting pajama cards, I
yeah.
mean, yeah, cool. It has the autos. I would for sure love to know if it's on card, if it's sticker. I don't know if they've said yet, but they'll say that they have on card stuff, and
It better be on
who's to say
card.
you're not going to get a redemption? Like,
It better
I'm
be
just
on card.
better be and happens could be two totally different things.
It's
So
there. It's Leaf with better pictures.
is what it felt like to me as well. I mean, don't get me wrong, like the picture of the superfractor wind be like super cool, like you killed it, like that's great. But at the same time,
Uh-uh.
I just it just depends on the price point. Like if they're wanting crazy numbers to rip a box, I'm less interested. If it's a decent price, I think it's a great opportunity. Um, Normally, I'm a don't rip kind of guy.
Uh-uh.
I hate to say it, but man, it's one of those scenarios where somebody's going to open it up and they're going to be able to buy a house from something. I mean, for real. Like
Yeah,
somebody's going to hit that Wimby, and you're going to be able to buy yourself a house and probably your mom a house,
which is
depending on
crazy.
what state you live in. But yeah, real talk.
But I think the thing is
Um,
that it feels different because it's not like Leaf. Like Leaf would never get licenses, ever. And it's the same
Well,
thing with
okay, so
Panini.
so Leaf was player licensed, not team licensed.
Yeah, I know.
So
Yeah, we need team license.
yeah, um, I just it doesn't. I don't know. It's not the vibes that I love. It's historically I've just seen Leaf, Onyx, or whatever those other ones are.
Yeah,
It's just like I had a Trevor Lawrence auto one time, and I want to say, bro, it was like a leaf or something, and it was a Trevor Lawrence Clemson autograph. Dude, that thing barely did over $100, and that was when Trevor Lawrence was red hot. I mean,
mhm.
it was like had you had the exact same thing and it said the words Panini, it would have been $1,000. So the logical side of me just wants to go, I'll play the singles game, like buy and sell and all the fun stuff, but
Right.
it just depends on how they do it. Like, so for instance, Panini baseball, it totally sucks, right?
Yeah.
But like the Panini flawless baseball, dude, they've got some like pretty big names in there. I mean, if you want some like Griffey stuff, if you want some like
That's about
your
it. Yeah.
dad would think it's kind of cool stuff, that's the way to approach that.
Yeah.
So it is all about how they do it. And if we could get away from redemptions, if we've got on card autos, I mean, I'll probably bite the hook and try, but I don't know. It's not necessarily something I love. I don't want to come up here and go, oh, what a great idea. Like, it's like, they went from, oh, we wouldn't want to do that. We don't want to hurt the brand to, yeah, hey, here it is. Here's the picture of Wimby. So it's like, where are we standing with it, especially if we're going to call it pajama cards in a court of law.
And so I just, and I think the difference is, like I said last week, was number one, I think these are basically kind of test runs to do. Um, and I think really on top of that is, I think they're trying to get more feedback. They should on, because like I said, we still don't, as a totality, we really still don't know what these cards are gonna look like.
That's
And
what I was
it's
going to
still,
say. A few of them might look good, but man, some of
yeah,
those cards, like they just look so bad because it's like just the weirdest poses that like
yeah, we don't need that.
it's not a great photo.
And I also think um that, I mean, it's not, these are not as bad because we know that they're going to get licensed in, like, I think a year or two after this one comes out. So we know they're going to get licensed. So it's more anticipation for these. It's not like, it's not like everybody else who doesn't have a license, they're not going to get the license. So it doesn't really matter. But until then, and I don't want to hear this. Like, a lot of people are saying, like, would you rather have just an RC of Wimby, or would you rather have the auto? But I mean, how much that auto is going to cost 20 years down the line? When then you can have like other autos. It's like,
Yeah. I mean, it goes back to price point for me. Like, if it's a $500-$600 box, I'm completely
yeah,
uninterested. Like,
no, it
it's
shouldn't be.
just not even that. It's
Yeah,
um, like a $200-$300 price point,
250.
bro.
I think 300 is too much.
I think 300 is too much too. I mean, as I said it, it didn't feel good.
Yeah,
And here's the thing: even if it's $200, what's the freaking Spurs spot going to be when you go rip a case? I mean, you're
I was
still
gonna
going
go.
to
It's
be
gonna be crazy.
it's what $1,000+ like still. Um,
Jeez.
but yeah, man, I like I said, it's all price point.
Uh-huh.
It's if they come out way high, because I've seen some of these Panini Dutch auctions. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. But it's like some of these things, man. It's like the first off the line. Some of the things like $7,000 a box, eight, and I'm just like, dude, I don't see it. You see those guys. What was it? It was Shine and the guy from
Yeah.
Shark Tank
Oh
ripping the
yeah.
one flawless or NT or whatever,
NT, I
15,
think.
$20,000 box, and rips like $300 worth of stuff. And it's like, I just don't have it like that. So for me, it just feels like a no way.
Yep.
Maybe if I'm at a different tax bracket, that's no big deal. But even then, it's like
But
I
you
would rather
still
buy and sell singles
right.
and
But
at
you
least get the for
still,
sure thing.
yeah. But you still could also hit. That's
That's
the thing.
okay. So that's what I was going to say. That's the opportunity with this one product because it is going to have the Wimby. It is going to have the Superfractor. I swear, bro, somebody's going to rip a box and they're going to be able to buy a house out of it. So normally I wouldn't say rip. This time I'm saying at the right price point, it's probably worth ripping.
I mean, I would just get Clippers and Charlotte. I mean, if any break I do, which I still haven't been anticipating a break, but any break I do is going to be Charlotte Hornets and Clippers. That'll be the only ones I do because they're gonna be because the Wimby because the Spurs should be like super high.
I mean,
Yeah,
stupid high, bro.
should be
That's
super high.
that's gonna be probably the price of at least half of a case in
That probably
itself.
Minnesota now. I'm trying to think what else would be high. I think that in Minnesota would be
Yeah, I
high
couldn't think of anything else would be
because
high.
like Ant-Man and then maybe OKC. Maybe I doubt it because you can't sell Shea stuff in Oklahoma City stuff yet. Not yet.
Yeah.
They beat Dallas, it'd be a different story. But other than that, you just can't. No, you can't beat them. But it's I don't I mean listen. I don't like it. But here's the thing: is that they had to push it out, and hopefully they get a lot of feedback to correct a lot of stuff. Because I mean, even I mean, I
Okay,
don't know.
but here's the thing: are they going to correct the stuff when they have the issues? We've seen what happens with the jerseys,
We
bro.
gotta call them out.
Well, 100%. That's for anybody who's got a voice out here. You should be calling that out because the jersey thing's a shame, bro. It really is. I mean, it's sad to see players wearing their
Yeah,
old jersey because it's a better quality than the brand new one, and it's like I don't love that. That doesn't make me feel safe as far as this hobby.
we had 10 years. A monopoly is 10 years, and right now it's just. I mean, it's just not looking good. But that's just right now though. We still don't know. Cards ain't came out. We don't know what the box look like. We don't know what they're called. But I don't know. Like I
And I
don't know.
really wish that they would say, okay, is this a hobby exclusive? Is this going to be retail? Is
I don't
this
think
going
they
to
are.
be um
But then like I said, then we got to go to. Matter of fact, when you went to Champs and you said he was out of town, was he in Atlanta?
no, he was on a vacation
Okay,
with his wife.
okay,
Yeah, yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Because I was like, because I thought
Yeah,
about
if
that. I
so,
was
I would
like,
have said, "Hey, let's reach out, get him on, have him talk
huh,
about it."
huh. Yeah, but it's just I don't know. And then another thing is like I need to see like what all parallels are they coming out with basketball and football? That's what I want to know. We got so many with Panini. We got about I don't know about 100 parallel. So I'm very curious on like are they just gonna cut the fat off of just
You
all
know
these
they're throwing in the
parallels?
mini diamonds. We got the mini diamonds.
Oh my gosh.
The lava. Like I hate the like I wish they would stick to the OG colorway,
Yeah.
Super Fractor 101, red to 25 to orange, however you want to do it. I mean, 50 to gold.
I want to see
I
what that super
mean,
fractor look like.
huh?
I want to see what the new super fractor look like. I would love to see that.
I would love to see that shit as I'm ripping a pack.
I mean, you ain't lying about that.
Bro, that's a house in the ledges.
I mean, you ain't lying about that. Like I said, and listen. Here's the thing: is that if anybody get boxes of this, look, sell it
Rip
immediately.
it.
Sell it
Rip
immediately.
it.
Don't
Rip
even
it.
hold it because it's going to be irrelevant once they get the license. Just get rid of
See,
it.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I wouldn't hold that box as a long-term hold. Like
Yeah.
100%. If you're gonna get it, rip it. All these guys who are holding. Here's the other thing. What happens on the price point once the Wimby gets hit? Like at some level, the price should drop.
Yeah, of
I
course.
mean, like, so, and I'm kind of curious to see how it plays out because some of these things, it's like the first day, bang, this gets hit. And then there's other stuff that just like it never gets hit, like the Tom Brady that everybody was tripping about. Oh, if baseball doesn't work out, there's always football or whatever. Still
Still
hasn't
ain't
been
found
hit.
it.
Yeah, still hadn't
Well,
been hit.
it still is not hasn't been found, but somebody could just be keeping it. Like, don't even grade it.
Bro, hold on, no. I'm still claiming the bounty because I think you. I think you can keep it with one of the bounties.
No, I think you have to give it to him. Was it David
Oh,
Allen?
really?
I think you had to
I
hand the
think
thing over.
okay, yeah, I think the David Adams, but I think there was one where it was just you hit it. But yeah, I'd have to check into that.
Oh,
But
that
yeah,
was on Fanatics.
okay,
I
okay,
think.
you're right. Yeah, and I
Yeah.
think that was it had to be hit on Fanatics as
Hmm.
well. Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody could just have it at the house. Don't even know nothing about the bounty. Just have it right there in the living room. Like, oh, look at this. Oh, this is funny. And just put it in a little mag safe and just kind of put it right there in the living room.
Bro, they ain't even got that in a mag safe. You know, they put that in like a sleeve book. It's like, oh, we
Oh
got
yeah,
8 other spots on this. I'll just put the
yeah.
next Tom Brady I get on here.
That's my collection. I'm gonna hold these next to the black Bowmans. I got Tom Brady autos, just right next to them. That's a fit. Jeez, that's definitely like. I mean, I feel like the 101 Steph Curry. I think somebody has that or threw it away.
Bro, I would gamble that somebody has that and it's just somebody in a different country that doesn't speak English. Like I want to say it's like Japan, China,
Yeah,
a lot of the Asian countries are very, very big into cards, and a lot of their stuff doesn't hit the market. That's where a lot of the cool, exquisite stuff apparently is.
I've been seeing
Uh,
that.
so, I mean,
A lot of
very
gas.
likely somebody could be super, super famous in another language that we
Mm,
don't know about, and they're like, "Oh, bro,
and
I've
they
had
got it.
this curry forever. Everybody in the neighborhood knows," and it's like,
Yeah,
"Yeah, but nobody on the
we don't
internet
know.
knows."
I would love to go to the China, the car show out in China.
Bro, that would be so cool. I would really like to hit one of the expos in Canada. I think that would be another
Toronto.
play.
There's
Yeah,
only one in Toronto. It's the only one. That is the only one. Get your passport ready.
facts,
You know
facts.
what I'm saying? So we can
You
head
don't
up
think the
there.
star on the license will help?
No, you
I'm
gotta have. No, you could
I'm
have
joking.
it,
No,
but
yeah, yeah, yeah.
you could have, and that's what I got explained with when I was in Detroit. I said the same thing to the cops because I didn't have my passport with me. I was like, I have a star on my license. Can I just do that? And the guy was like, no, that's just if you travel between the states. And I was like, what? This is for so I can't go to I gotta go so I can't go to Tennessee, whatever. So he was like, explaining to me why they was doing this, all this other stuff. He's like, no, but to get over to Canada, to drive to Canada, not fly, you have to have an enhanced driver's license. Which I'm like, I should add that. I
So
can't. I'm gonna see that.
I just put an eggplant sticker right there on my picture.
I think I said that to the cops. I was like, do I just put an egg place? He looked at me like I would shoot you. Like, okay, my bad. My bad. No, I think it's it's a I think it is like a. I
Bro,
know
we
I'm
need to
gonna
get
get
on
this
these
wrong.
people about the WNBA. They should be ashamed of themselves.
So
You want to hit them on this because when you put me on this, I was so upset, bro. And then fact checked, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Like, light them up, let them know.
Andrew Reese is playing right now. I just want to say that. Um, but first WNBA game, you had Caitlin versus Dallas. Then you had Angel Reese versus who they first? Um, it wasn't. Was it? I want to say it wasn't Connecticut. Who they first? Cause they just got Lynx. So it was
Yeah, yeah.
Lynx, Minnesota. So basically, so they played the Caitlin. So number one, could not find these games at all. Now the preseason, the WNBA. So I'm not expecting too hard. I'm not going on ESPN and finding them. Plus the finals is on whatever this is. But to not to get on YouTube at least and try to find it, I could not find it. Then I found out I had to download the app to watch it because they're showing all preseason games on the app. So perfect. Kayla's on first. Angels, I think Angel was next. Or it plays. It plays like simultaneously, whatever. So I'm watching Caitlin cook everybody. I'll put that out there. Cooking everybody. And I think it's Jalen Brown that plays on Dallas. The one that came is the one she came from Tennessee? No, she came from Tennessee. No, that's Jackson came from Tennessee. But um she might have came from LSU. But cooking also, she also had 21 points also. So both of them girls cooking, right? So I'm like, okay, Kaylin's out here just putting people on the floor. Perfect. Switch over to Chicago, can't watch it. I go, what the fuck? I can't watch the game. I'm like, what the fuck? How am I supposed to watch this game? I'm supposed to be on the app. Go on YouTube, can't find nobody. But crazy enough, I did find somebody that was just like, they was watching it. They was like talking about it. This was like a live thing, like what they was doing. I said, okay, I guess I can stay on here for a little bit. But I'm just like, why are they showing the game? Like they should be showing this game. Anyway, fast forward, next day, everybody's talking about this game, right? Of course, they're like, why is Caitlyn getting more publicity than Angel? Why she's on there and all this other stuff? Okay, cool. Although she's the face, although anyway, so WNBA is fumbling the bag because there was a lady at the Chicago Minnesota game, and she was live streaming it. It has to be on Twitter because they keep referencing Twitter for some reason. And the views got up to it got up to 200,000 views.
Bro, they're fumbling. Like, why do you not have people just like at least have each team out there? Like, how hard is it to set up an iPad and go, "Hey, here's the game live"? Like,
the fumbling part is, I believe, the video right now today is at almost 2 million.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's almost at 2 million. So
I mean, the attention's there. It's completely obvious. It's just an ignored area.
I don't think they see it. Like, I understand, you can't get on ESPN right now.
I bet you they're going to send her a cease and desist once they do see it. Or
they wouldn't do it. No, they wouldn't do it. That's bad for business. You don't want to put your name out like that. You're already on the brink right now. You don't need to chip away the ice because one of the ice got a freaking snail on it or something. So that'd be super bad. You can't do that. But and so now I think they put out an apology and everything. This was like, yeah, we'll do better, whatever. But even to fumble like that,
I don't know how they didn't see it. I mean, at the women's finals just had so many views. Why are you not like
you would
got the opportunity? You would think that hard.
You would think that, but when
I mean, at least to sell commercials, bro. I mean, let's get real. I'll start selling all those damn commercials, bro, and just have cameras everywhere.
So I would say this. Now, the TV rights and stuff is part of the collective bargaining agreement. So I don't know when that's up, but I understand like they can't show certain stuff, but they should have just had an iPad out or just had a camera and just had it on YouTube streaming, just going back and forth with the camera. You ain't got to really do nothing. You don't have to do no sideline stuff. Just have a camera on there and just let it play. And then let's watch people going. And then people be like, oh my gosh, look what the WNBA is doing. It's some marketing also on there. But the whole thing is that the WNBA is going to be in a situation, women's sports, it's going to be in a situation where they're either going to thrive off this or it's going to be total destruction. But you have to understand, you have to see the vision of what's going to happen, period. And if you're not ready for this, then that's a serious problem for y'all in the future. Y'all have to get this right. You have two of the biggest stars to ever, I don't know about to ever, but you had the two biggest stars because Candace Parker was just like, I can't fathom if Candace Parker got drafted this year. I cannot wrap my head around how huge because Candace Parker was huge. She won the freaking high school All-American dunk contest. Let's just say that for clear. Okay? She was huge coming out of high school. But they have to look, they just got a new commissioner. She's been there for a couple years, whatever this is. If she can't get it right, you got to fire her. You got to bring somebody in there that sees the vision and that knows what to do. Period.
Bro, I mean, I hate to be like this, but like even the WWE, they have somebody on the side who's either on TikTok, YouTube, whatever, and they're sitting there filming the thing, like
But
literally. And it's
but
like,
but here's the deal. Before Triple H, this is what I understand. Before Triple H took it over, they was going down the tank. They
yeah,
was not bringing out good product. So this is what I'm saying is that if you cannot bring if the WNBA cannot it cannot deal with the influx that they're gonna have this year, and because like I said,
it's bound to fail. Yeah,
they got 4 years because you still got Juju, and then another 3 years, Juju should be a bigger name than Caitlin Clark. Paige is coming in next year. She's gonna be a bigger name. That's gonna probably be the biggest
yeah,
name, if not Kiki from USC, which is probably gonna be a big name also. I mean, you still got FloJo, who's I think she's got 2 more years in LSU. So it's like you have all these star players that's coming to you. Y'all have to get ready. You
yes,
cannot, but you have Larry Bird and Magic Johnson playing for you right now. You need all Angel Reese is going to
yeah.
get to her
All
attention.
hands on deck right
Y'all need
now.
to.
You've got the
The thing is,
attention. You've got to jump.
the thing is, you need to start marketing your people, and this is the okay. This is for the WNBA I'm going to talk to right now. To market your players, you have to put your players out there. For example, you put Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, or you do Camilla, she's hurt, put it out there. Or you do Brinks that play on the Sparks, put her out there. You can do Brown off of Atlanta. She was she was a rookie, I think last year, came from Kentucky. You put her out, you put her on you take her, you put on Hot Ones. Have to ask the questions. You
Yes,
know,
one hundred
that's
percent.
marketing right there. You take them to GQ, what's in my bag, this and this. You
Yes,
know, you market your people. They put them on late night TVs and stuff. I don't think there's any. I had to look and see, but I don't think anybody's been on late night TV. Although, like I said, Caitlin Clark, you have to put her on every single billboard in every single city. Period. She's gonna be the bigger name.
100%.
Deal with it. Everybody that's coming in right now, because that basically not from UConn. Everybody that's coming in right now understands the power of Caitlin Clark and what she's gonna bring to the table. But on top of that, y'all need Angel Reese gonna get promoted. Angel Reese she just signed with Beats. She's gonna get her own bread. But you still gotta tell her, like, look, we want you to go over here. Then you can do all your stuff over here, this and that. She's gonna be in way more magazines than Caitlin Clark is. Period. That's just who Angel Reese is. But the whole problem with the WNBA is that it's a maturity thing. You have to see what's ahead of you, not what's right now. Period. Now you get updates and going. This is a Caitlin Clark effect. You get updates going. They're gonna start chartering flights now. Every single team's got to charter a flight. That's just what you got to do. You got it. The money is finna roll in. You got people. You got teams out here selling out of season tickets. You got to move games in different arenas now, because you just don't have. You just trying to sell more tickets, and there's a huge waiting list. Atlanta, which I'm on the waiting list in Atlanta. I'm trying to see Caitlin Clark. I'm on a waiting list. You know what I'm saying? The Chicago Sky, they can't move into the United Center because Russ is going to be there. They can't move there. This lady had an idea on TikTok: move it to Soldier Field, play it in the football stadium.
Yeah. Bro,
Duh,
they would pack out the whole stadium. Let's
come
let's
on.
get real.
You
First
talking about
off,
tailgating in the summertime?
bro, that would
Come
be
on
so
now.
cool.
It's just it like I said, it just pisses me off to go. It just pisses me off how an organization in the business who has always wanted the respect and who always wanted to be just play and get the equal opportunities and everything, who've been fighting for
It's
years,
like they're
fighting for
sitting on their
decades,
hands right
all this
now.
is right there, and you ain't doing nothing. Now, granted, this is only second week of preseason. Okay, let's just put that out there. And then on top of that, the commissioner
But
right
still, though,
now,
hold on. Why are we letting other people get 200,000 views? Why are we letting all these
exactly.
other like? We need to be as an organization. We need to be fighting tooth and nail to be out there and go, hey, here's the same thing they do at the NBA games. All right, here's their fit as they entered. What shoes do they have on? What car were they driving? Like, we need to have all that same media presence at the
Yeah.
WNBA.
But here's the thing: is that they're not gonna get now. I'm waiting to see what ABC how ESPN ABC is going to treat the WNBA. I'm really curious on that. And like I said, if I'm the WNBA, I would tell Clayton Carter go play with the big three. Go play with the big. That's more advertising. That's more noise. That's more eyeballs. Go play with the big three. You got to talk to Ice Cube, and like I said, they're not gonna. They're not like she's. You don't have to worry about injuries over there. They're gonna take care of her. They're gonna
See,
take care of her.
I would be worried about the injury thing.
They're not
That
gonna
would be
worry.
my
They're
whole
not. They're
fear.
not. That's the only thing you worry about. But she's not going. She's not driving up the middle. She's shooting for 25, 30 feet out. You know what I'm saying? She's Steph Curry out there. She's not going. She's not going. She's not going.
Yeah.
She's not going to the hole on this. But like I said, WNBA needs to do better. It's fucking ridiculous how everything's right there. And we talked about this. We said this. You got your Larry Bird coming in. You got your Magic Johnson coming in. And then another thing, this year they need to change the championship date. The championship date is the first Sunday of the NFL season.
Yeah, that's
Anybody
terrible
watching that?
timing, bro.
Anybody
Yeah.
watching that? Nobody watching that. Anybody watching that? First week of the NFL season, you have move it to Tuesday. Period. Move it to Tuesday.
Yeah.
You move it to Tuesday or move it a week before. Like, what are y'all doing? The NBA knows not to play on Sundays during the NFL. And they don't play on Sundays. They don't play on Mondays.
You
Period.
don't think that's like a pissing contest of, okay, who's going to get the views, them or us?
It's not a. You talking about the NFL?
With the WNBA running it on the same day.
No, it's not a piss. It's not a pissing contest when you got a freaking fire hydrant.
Yeah.
But the thing is that they've been doing this for years. So it's just like, but now more eyeballs is on it. Now more people are going, why y'all playing your championship game on the first week of that first Sunday that the NFL plays on?
Dude, that's such a bad play. That's such a bad play.
You gotta add team. You mean, like I said, do you want to add teams too? Like the Houston Rockets owner, he wants to bring back the comics.
Oh, bro, that'd be super cool. That would be super cool.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Now, since we're speaking about the WNBA, what do you think about Wembanyama getting Rookie of the Year? I felt like it was super obvious that they were going to give it to him. I mean, dude balls, don't get me wrong, but he is such the hot topic right now that it just felt obvious that they were going to give it to him.
Yeah, I mean, there was really. I mean, people talk about Chet might can get it, which I understand.
Dude, there was not a shot in hell, bro. Like
at the beginning, it was because the thing is that they was not passing him the ball, and it was a thing of like, this guy is not going to get his numbers. This guy is not going to win Rookie of the Year because he don't have his numbers. That was the whole thing on that. And Chet, but I don't believe in second year. I don't believe in second year players who got hurt first year coming back as a rookie season. I don't believe that. Yeah. They need to take that rule away. Period. Yeah. But other than that, you just gotta, it's like, he was running away from it. Now, it's MVP race starts. I still believe in the Spurs that they're gonna put the right people around them.
I hope, bro. I hope. It just feels like it feels like a waste of talent to be there.
It's a great. I trust them more than I trust Charlotte. I trust them more than I trust the Suns. I trust them more than I trust probably 20 teams in the NBA. But that's still saying that they can still fuck up on this. And just, completely just, if you trade and move the team.
Say that again.
If they decide to like just go, okay, it ain't gonna work, whatever. If anybody in the organization thinks they need to trade him, sell the team.
Oh my
That's what I'm
god,
saying.
yeah. I couldn't see a move of trading them at all. Like the
No.
Spurs have been completely irrelevant up until
Yeah, they gotta
Wemby.
get a
I
point
mean,
guard.
it's been forever.
I don't know about yeah, because I think last time,
Was it Tony Parker?
yeah, that's when LeBron James was playing with the Heat, and they won at that.
But you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
that's and then before that was what, Tim Duncan? Like,
no, it's all together. It was Tim, Tony, Mono. They was all one over there.
okay.
Bruce. No, Bowen was before. I think it was before all that. But yeah, that was all. But yeah, like I said, we just wait on MVP. If they get him, I give it 3 years.
Okay, so card question. And I think we have an interesting take on this. If you had a Wemby right now that was not a 101, especially with him getting rookie of the year announced, are you buying or selling right now?
Buying, depending on the card. If it's not numbered, let's see. No, I will hold it.
See, me, if I had a 101, I had a Nebula, I probably would say still sell it. But I'm selling everything Wemby. I'm selling everything Wemby. I feel like you sell right now and you wait, and worst case, he wins a championship and his price goes down. I mean, we've seen it happen with Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady. Supposed to, but you look at the numbers on the guys like Patrick Mahomes and those kind of guys, they win a championship and their price goes down, man.
There was you gotta remember there was also in an era there was also these are pandemic prices, so those prices wasn't like you can't really
they were inflated for sure,
You can't judge off the prices now. Which I think about it, this Wemby and the class that's coming in right now, we are really going to see how the market is right now because there ain't gonna be no inflated price with these.
No, not at all.
So we're gonna see how this is gonna be a true market value this year and next year to see where it corrected at. And trust me, it's still a lot of money. So we're not saying like like most people are just like it's crashing and burning and stuff. Like get out of here.
Yeah, once again, I always say don't use leverage, don't trade with leverage, don't buy with leverage.
Make it an asset.
Yeah, I don't know, man. If you can't buy it twice, don't buy it. But bro, I just could not see myself spending crazy money unless it was something super big. And even that, man, I'm gonna sell it right now while it's hot kind of a guy. I mean, I've seen so many flops happen. I've seen so many Zions. I've seen so many Ja Morant, stuff like that, where it's like so much hype was there, and then they just didn't end up playing out at all, bro. Not to say that those people don't ball, not to say that they're not great, but God, it's not somebody I want to drop $10,000 on.
No, but
give me a Michael Jordan, give me something.
Yeah, but also those prices was inflated.
True, but still, people are still paying crazy money. I mean, even in the baseball world, you have some kid out of high school who's never played, and people are dropping 20, 30 grand on rookie cards. And you're like, I don't know, man.
I can't say baseball. I don't know.
Yeah. I
don't know.
I don't know, man. But as far as Wemby goes, any of the Topps Chrome stuff, unlicensed, any of that stuff that I hit, I would immediately sell. I wouldn't even rate it. I mean, I know, bro. I think
Oh my God.
If you are to rip the product the same week of release week and sell it, you're probably getting a significantly higher number than you are to wait 4 to 6 weeks, whatever your number is, to get your stuff back and then sell it
Yeah.
at that point.
Here's the quote of the day. Do you really want to buy that item, or do you want other people to know that you have that item? So that means
Yes.
don't be trying to keep up with the Johnsons out here spending, your
Yeah,
daughter's tuition money.
if you're buying it for a flex, definitely don't buy it.
Oh, and then
Definitely don't buy it.
I tell you this right now. Let me tell you this right now. And if you do that, and say you lose like a lot of money because you listen to people and you bought what people are saying, probably that person knows what I'm talking about. We don't feel sorry for you. You are a joke.
Well, I mean,
Period.
here's the thing. Whether it's a YouTuber, a flip group,
Yeah.
whatever, you
Influencer.
should not spend money in an area you don't understand. If you don't understand it and you don't want to take the time to learn that subject, whether it's video games, cards,
Yep.
comic books,
Yep.
gold, precious metals, whatever, if
Mm-hmm.
you don't take the time to learn it and you
Research it.
spend money in an area and you lose money, sucks to suck, bro. Like,
We don't care about it. We don't care about it. Go cry somewhere else. Don't make a video crying. Don't be getting on here on these live chats crying on how much money you made. Because let me tell you something. They're not laughing with you. They're laughing at you. Period.
yeah.
You're an idiot. Don't do it. We're telling you this right now. And if you go do it, that's on you. We don't care. And also, here's the thing also. If you and we're gonna keep saying it. I don't know how many times I'm gonna say this. If you see anything investment wise on a top 5 list, that
Do
means
not buy it. It's
it's
too
already
late.
too,
If it's on the
too late.
list, it's already too late. Yeah.
Guaranteed. I go into this is that Ant-Man is the hottest guy right now. He's the new coming to Michael Jordan. If you ain't got Ant-Man right now, don't go buy him.
No. Oh my God. Definitely not.
Don't go
Well,
buy him
you've
unless
got
you
to
get a deal
think,
on him.
bro, even a deal right now
It's
was
still
probably
that high.
not the same deal a month ago.
Yeah.
Right. And only one team's going to win. Like, it is cool to prospect. It is cool. You can potentially make money, but there's a chance that you spend $100, $1,000, whatever your numbers are, and they lose. That 1,000 that you spent is no longer 1,000, man. Unless you got something just insane. It's not good.
All right, we're back. So we're gonna wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? It's a little storming outside, so connection is crazy right now. But remember, like, share, subscribe, follow,
Download it. Tell your
download it,
grandma. Tell your
all that,
enemies. Tell your friends. All the
all
fun
that.
stuff.
Yeah, and then like I said, until next time, hey, peace.
Peace.